What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Sergeant Moose here, back with another Evil Dead the Game video. And in today's video, guys, I want to talk a little bit about some information that we received regarding a developer update for Evil Dead the Game. Alright guys, so the game's been out for a few months now. For those of you that have played the game for a while now, you probably know it's been plagued with some issues, whether it be survivor side, demon side, progression, things like that. And Saber has taken different measures to try to combat that, to try to balance things out, to make everybody happy. And it is an asymmetrical game, so that's very hard to do. And in the process, they kind of made some players unhappy. Some players are happy with it, but mostly, especially demons, are really unsatisfied with it, especially with like the early possession nerfs and things like that. But today, they announced a very promising developer update that has a lot of information on Evil Dead's future. And honestly, guys, I think the future of Evil Dead, the game, is looking very, very bright considering this developer update. So we're going to go through. We're going to talk about some things, and they also list some really core things that folks are concerned about, maybe turn some folks away from the game. Some core things they're going to take a look at and fix, and it looks really good, so let's jump into it. So Cal, as most of you guys know, is the community director. He's on most of Evil Dead streams whenever they announce new content, things like that. He made this list of changes that are coming in the future, and it actually looks really, really good. And first, we're going to start off with demons feel nerfed. Saber says that themselves, guys. Demons feel nerfed. Surprise, surprise. Well, they do say they're actively looking at ways to improve several areas of balancing for demons in our next patch. We'll explain this more in detail closer to the release, but now we're making this work to feel better. So, it does look like the demon nerf is going to be addressed, because I know there's a ton of demon players out there that stop playing demon, maybe stop playing the game altogether due to the last balance change with the Castle Kandar update. But it does look like there's going to be some changes made. Saber is listening, so that is really, really good. Next, they mentioned something else, which I myself find annoying, and I know a lot of other demon players do as well, and this is too many vehicles. This is one thing that's been talked about for a while. They say this has been the subject of many conversations with both demons and survivors recently. We agree with you and plan to reduce the number of vehicles on the map as a whole. And now here comes the big one, guys, for the book plays. And we've also, a lot of us have been asking about this. Also, if players try to use vehicles to block the Necronomicon, the cars will receive constant damage until destroyed. And of course, whenever the car gets destroyed, it's going to disappear. So it looks like they're going to combat folks trying to block the Necronomicon with cars, hence not allowing the demon to get in and doing any damage to the book. So very, very good changes here, guys, with the vehicles on the part of too many vehicles and blocking the book. Another big one too, guys, is for objective spawns. Now this is essentially whenever the objectives spawn really, really close to each other, like the dagger and the pages, sometimes the demon will get a bad RNG with their game. The objectives, the pages, and the dark ones will all spawn really, really close to each other, so it makes it really difficult for the demon, because when he gets exercised very far away, and it takes him a while to get back, and do his thing. So in the next patch, we're going to increase the minimum distance between objectives so that you don't have them sometimes spawning really close to one another. Also, when the demon is expelled after the end of an objective phase, we'll spawn said demon closer to the next objective. This is so demons can opt to start preparing for survivors versus spending that time traveling across the map. So, whenever survivors finish one of the objectives, whether it be the pages of the dagger, guys, instead of the demon getting shot 800, 1,000 yards away from the next objective, they're actually going to be able to spawn closer to that objective so they can get their preparation, so the survivors can expect to see the demon near the objective more often than not from now on, which I also agree is a very, very good thing. Because sometimes it can make or break a game for the demon depending on how far he gets exercised away from the next objective. So definitely another good thing on Saber's part there. We're seeing a lot of good demon stuff here, guys. Now this one too, guys, I've been hearing a lot about this. Now it does mention item drop exploit. We found the issue and will apply a fix in our next patch. Now I'm not exactly too aware of this. Now I know players do drop items sometimes before getting possessed, which a lot of people see as scummy, but I'm not sure exactly that's what this means. I don't know if it's just a PC thing or if all players can do that, an exploit for item drops. maybe before opening a chest with many ashes or before getting possessed. I really don't know anything about it, but if you guys know something about this exploit, please let me know down below, because I don't think it has to do with dropping your weapon before getting possessed, but I could be wrong. I don't know. But next, guys, is extended queues. In the last patch, we merged both the West and East Coast players and deployed central-based servers. We saw improved queues at that time. However, recently, we've seen long queues for survivors, and we're actively looking for ways to help decrease the amount of time you spend in the queue. Stay tuned. Well, I can honestly say, guys, the reason, and Saber probably knows this but won't mention this, is the reason being is because not as many players want to play Demon anymore because of the recent nerfs in the Castle Kandar patch. I can almost guarantee, as someone who plays the absolute hell out of this game, ever since that patch, not long after everybody saw how badly nerfed the Demon was, that's what made the Survivor queues longer, because so many people are queuing up a Survivor, and there's not enough Demons to accommodate that. So I think this list of Demon changes that we just read, I think this will make a big difference in the queue times, considering that it's going to help the Demon out. It's going to buff the Demon up a little bit more. So we also have anti-cheat and reporting players. We've seen a spike in cheating recently and have been diligently working to remove all those players from matchmaking and patch the cheats they are using. Thanks for all your reports. Each one helps us that we need to know and fix to remove those players from matchmaking as soon as possible. So keep them cheating reports and stuff, guys, coming in, because it does look like they're taking action on the anti-cheat. Now, the next one, guys, is a big one for me, because we're always looking for new content. We're always wondering about new content or roadmaps such as that. Now, we're not going to see a roadmap in this, but I do hope we get one in the future. But he does talk and tease a little bit about the future here. So it does mention, what else am I getting in the Season Pass? So, Season Pass owners get the Classics bundle and Army of Darkness bundle, which we already have if you have the Season Pass outfits, which are now available. Also, 2 upcoming DLC packs featuring new characters, outfits, and more. So, it does appear, guys, that new characters, at least for this season, will be included in the Season Pass. If I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on that, but that's how I'm interpreting what this is reading. Because it says, and also 2 upcoming DLC packs featuring new characters, outfits, and more. It does look like that's going to be included in the Season Pass. So, maybe Season Pass owners won't have to pay for the new characters. Not exactly sure, but it does say new characters, so that means we're getting new characters. Next is one we mentioned in one of our previous videos regarding the quality of life of this game. And it does appear that everybody that has been mentioning this, Evil Dead, or should I say Saber, has been listening. And that is a progression / prestige system. They said, we've heard you. We're in the early stages of evaluating a new approach to progression in the game. Stay tuned. So they are evaluating a new approach. Now, to expect that anytime soon, guys, it doesn't look like that's going to be anytime soon, but at least they're on top of it. They understand how a live service asymmetrical game goes. There has to be progression. They're looking into it. Looks like changes are going to be made. Probably the best thing out of this entire developer update that I have read is the progression and prestige. And next, a big one as well. When is the next DLC coming out? And he mentions, actually, we'll have news for you about this very soon. Italicized very soon. So thinking that's going to come, I don't know, any possible day, couple weeks, I don't know, that we're going to have information on that. So they said, keep an eye on our socials. So that is pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen, for the developer update. Now, not a whole lot of topics, but every topic he mentioned is absolutely massive in both getting players back to playing Demon again and the quality of life overall of this game. So I'm really excited about it, guys. I think Evil Dead has a very bright future. That was awesome by Saber coming out and addressing the community with our concerns, that they know, they're listening, they're aware of all the concerns we have. So really excited about it, really excited to see what happens in the future. But I want to know what you guys' opinion is on this developer update. I'm going to leave a link down in the description so you can read the whole thing for yourself. Really pumped, guys. Really pumped for the future of this game. But if you guys enjoyed the video, please feel free to drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. My name's Sergeant Moose. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Take care, ladies and gentlemen.